Hello everyone, welcome back to Sonora. I'm going to push this button and we're going to go live. It's going to be a black screen for a second because OBS is having a stroke. Give it a second. It's going to show up. There it is. Blammo. But, yeah. Sadly, you have a few minutes left on your break. Well, that's joyous. You have a few joyous minutes left on your break, Old F1. So hello, Space Pirate Captain Rush. I see you lurking there. I'm going to wait for the extreme rubber banding to chill out. Wow, it's like almost literally just us, except for Mr. Rigatoni over there.
Yeah. It's gonna get a little bit better here. The concealment's turn on.
Yep. So, I did find something interesting. According to the dev of the water mod, Water 3.0 is out tomorrow.
Oh, neat.
And Water
Fancy.
2.0 is going to disappear tomorrow. So all the people who've been playing on Agaris are going to have a problem.
Oh no.
Unless that plant actually just incorporates a water mod directly into it without relying on downloading the water mod from somewhere else. But yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Which one's Agaris?
That's the thing that like Wasted and
Gotcha.
Avi and Shaq and a bunch. There's like 5 or 6 SE people that have been doing it. It basically tries to make the world feel lived in, and is reasonably successful. It's basically the current spiritual successor to the old exploration enhancement mod. It's kind of what I get from it. I can't move anywhere. I can only stay in this spot. This is where I live now.
Are you rubber banding near the bed?
I am in the bed, and the door is infinite meters away. I can walk almost to the door.
If you turn your jetpack on, that's how I was able to get to the door.
Oh. Interesting.
And then once you're past that point, you can like walk around.
What? Why? Okay. Okay, space engineers. Sure. Whatever. I see that we have, like, patches in the floor and stuff.
Yeah, if you see anything sparkly and red, that's me patching holes.
Yeah, I gotta get some welder action on in here.
So the good news is that she's airtight again.
Yay! We still don't have the engines, do we?
The bad news is the main big engines are gone.
What the?
And the other
That's a
bad
bummer.
news is my outpost here has none of the exotic materials needed to build them.
Yikes.
Oh, that's why.
But I do have all the hydrogen and all the iron.
So it sounds like now that Cookie Monster's completely done and space-worthy,
She should come rescue us.
she can come rescue us.
Totally.
About that.
Well.
Get your final laughing in the background.
Yeah.
What do you consider
everything
to
gets
be
installed on
completely
Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Well, I mean, does it have a cargo system? Could it fly now?
I couldn't fly.
That is an awesome laugh.
Clonk.
That's funny.
That's a sound alert right there, that laugh. Oh, right, we don't actually have gravity generators on this ship.
I thought you wanted a realistic expanse-like ship.
This is Space Engineers.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you could slap a grav gen in the CIC and it would be fine.
Yeah, I might do that. Do we have silver and stuff?
That's a question for Scarlet, I think. I don't know.
That's a question to look in the thing, the cargo
It's too bad, Rush.
inventory thing.
I will take a look in a moment. So I mean, like,
Alternatively, I mean, we still have the 2 little engines.
Yeah, we can get places, but we can't land.
No, but look at there's a reaver and an impale.
Yeah, and how many of those have the OMG BBQ guns that are gonna shoot all the way through us?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
That's fair. Let's see, server up and down is not that bad, but for some reason I am rubber banding everywhere. Oh, I bet you it's the projector.
I do have
No,
the projector turned on. If you want to turn it off, you can. I think the welders have welded everything they're going to weld.
You feeling okay, Scarlett? You sound a little,
No,
froggy.
I feel like garbage.
ugh.
Aw.
It's on show only buildable. It should be okay.
Yeah, everyone was super happy to have me at work today.
And they're like, oh, go away, Scarlett.
Bring in all your germs.
I like how... So the red sparkly is what you've been fixing?
Yeah, the red sparkly is my glamour quick patch. I was, because you can hit the air vent and tell it to find a leak, and you can follow it. And so I'm sure there are conveyors and things that are missing. But I was just focusing on trying to get the ship airtight.
Yeah, I can see. Like one of the rail rounds literally was like, "Oh look, I kill everything down this conveyor line."
Yeah. I mean, 2 of those shots went from bow to stern.
I think they all pretty much longitudinally ripped us a new one, quite literally.
And while the ship looks impressive, it is a nightmare to try to repair.
I believe you.
There's some sort of big refueling station that probably doesn't have a giant Ariande on it.
I don't see it. Where is it?
It's towards the sun. It keeps blinking in and out. Alternatively, we can just move into the station.
We live here now. We're never leaving
We live
again.
here now. This is no longer a ship. This is a station now. The most heavily armed asteroid in the system.
I'm queuing up 500 interior plates because we need a few.
Mm-hmm. I do have all the basic resources. I have iron, nickel,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But no gold, no silver, no platinum on this roid.
I just realized I'm doing something wrong. I need to dive down farther and find all of the broken conveyor bits. I need to go from top to bottom here.
Good luck.
I mean, as far as, like, fighting the Nickadoodoo goes, we did all right.
Yeah.
Oh, and now I'm in the dark spaces below.
You're in between the hulls.
Not quite. But it does feel like that space. I'm floating next to a jump drive. We got... They almost nailed the jump drive.
Yeah, it was
so
almost
lucky.
game over.
No, jeez. Is that us?
It's 6 kilometers away, but it is rapidly approaching. Turn on all the guns.
It's coming right at us, yeah.
Increase all ranges to maximum.
I'm not anywhere near a control seat.
I'm trying to get to one. I'm outside the ship. I'm gonna die. Oh, why are there so many systems?
I don't know. What have we done?
Apollo railguns max. Everything else max.
Fire!
Oh, I hear something whining.
They're firing. It's coming in. It's coming in hot. I wonder if they have any exotic materials aboard that Havelock.
I'm sure they do.
Why aren't you firing? It's
Might
right
be outside of Ark.
outside Ark, yeah. Oh, we are taking hits. Oh, it's gonna ram us, isn't it? Should we get up and start moving?
I'm going in.
I'm also flying in towards the ship.
I mean, why aren't the big guns? Oh, I'm
Out of
wondering if
Ark.
the conveyor networks.
Oh, I just got nailed by something.
Oh my god, so many guns.
Sim speed, point nothing.
Oh, Havelock is coming in hard.
Your sim is dropped to 0.0.
No. Oh, that was a big boom. Trying to get to the CIC, but I can't because someone put half stairs everywhere. Which is a pilot? See, that is it.
I am hearing that there's a complaint.
Oh,
Apparently.
I see the problem.
Inside.
The Havelock is currently wedged in our side.
Yes, yes she is.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Oh no, I hit the base grinder. Oh god. It does nothing.
I've launched.
It appears that your launch is just dragging.
I'm trying to get away from her.
Oh my god. You're just bringing a friend back.
No, it's glitched inside.
Get in a seat, Scarlet.
Oh god, just go, just go. I'm in.
No, I don't want. It's backwards. Dang it! Why would you do this?
To be fair, we seem to be doing most of the shooting.
Yeah. I just want to get unstuck from the Havelock. Jumping 5 kilometers. Everything's red for some reason. Wait, why are we missing a braking thruster?
Conveyors, I'm assuming.
Oh good, there's something else angry over here. Something down there it doesn't like. What is down there? I'm going back in. Maybe we should shut the doors.
I'll take care of that.
Oh hey, there's Havelock. She followed us.
Oh, so many avalanches.
Daka 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 daka.
Do my bidding. Oh, you should try to use the main gun. That'll knock her out.
Oh yeah. I'm trying, but nothing.
Oh.
I think it's got no ammo. Is she dead?
She might be out of maneuvering ability.
Moving
I
in.
mean, we'd shoot her up.
That's salvage.
Legitimate salvage.
Legitimate salvage. Be ready to turn the guns off, please, Scarlet.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of them. Relatively ready.
Thank you.
I mean, they're still on. I haven't turned them off yet.
I know. We'll see if we take fire. What is down there? Somebody's ship is down there, and it's not happy anymore. Oh, I see that we've lost most of the hangar doors on the on the port side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I don't know if we can catch the Havelock. It might be flying away from us at maximum speed. Jumping. Yeah, 6.7. Jumping in. A little better.
Ooh, that was a good explosion.
Yeah, it was. Come here, I want your resources. I just want to chew on you a little bit. I'm jumping. I'm gonna jump through it.
Mm-hmm.
It just says 3.4 kilometers. Where'd it go? What? I'm confused. We should be in front of it now. I don't...
It's streamy.
I'm wondering if we jumped in front of it and it's just catching up still. No, it's still firing towards the rear.
It looks like there's something directly behind us.
That's the Havelock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to jump and then... What the heck? I think the jump like canceled itself or something. Oh, no, no, what the...
I felt that way over here.
Yep. Overshot. Things are going boom on it, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping again. Where'd she go? Right there.
There she is.
Turning towards us. I can't tell if she's firing on us. She is a little bit. Within a kilometer. We're a bit burny on the nose. And in several other places. We're getting overpens of the railguns now. We are closing slowly. I think. Nope. Range is opening again. Game paused. Connection problem.
Oh, connection problem.
I think we killed the server.
Is
It's back.
Oh no, back.
right back.
It's still there.
I'm attempting to get up to the bridge.
Sorry, I'm maneuvering. I'm not making it easy for you.
It's okay. I mean,
Can we switch weapons to targeting weapons?
yep.
Yeah, there's not much left of that Havelock.
No,
Probably not even worth
Right.
chasing at this point.
probably not. So it looks like our diplomatic flagship
Doing super well.
is currently stuck in space.
Yeah, it's on a diplomatic mission. That last we heard from it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna last 5 years
It's 5-year mission.
to find enough resources to fix the ship.
That's right. I mean, you say fix the ship, but
I mean, it's still flying.
that's right. That's right.
You just can't ever return home.
Sure would be a bad time for a pirate to show up.
I think the pirate's
Farrell.
occupied.
Sign says occupied. Will be for some time.
Don't make me tap the sign again.
So I have a problem. Asteroid base heavy whip, dangerous reaver encounter. Overlapped on top of each other.
Uh-huh.
Are there exotic materials on the Purple Moon?
I think so. Like towards Kander's uranium mine.
I'm gonna jump towards the Purple Moon. I have a suspicion there might be some transgalactic help that we can rely on over there.
Okay. I think we should just drop tail first and land.
Right on the moon.
Yeah, I mean, look how big that engine skirt is. That'll absorb damage, right?
Hang on, let me see. Let me count our acceleration.
You do know there's a difference between
We're
braking and
right
braking.
about. We're right about. Is it 0.25 on octave?
I think we're gonna find out.
We're gonna jump pretty far.
I mean, in theory, we could take our one reverse thruster and move it down to the base.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work well for us.
I didn't say it was a good idea.
Jumping towards Octave. This might be an overshoot. Probably
I
is.
see what happened. See, Havelock was trying to land in our hangar because it went into the indoor. But that hangar wasn't big enough for Havelock.
The purple moon of indoor.
If you're cold, they're cold.
Oh my gosh. Havelock chewed us up quite a bit. Although, like, the armor scheme of this thing is pretty redonkulous.
You've been pretty quiet, Skoko. What have you been up to?
Well, I'm down here on the planet now because I was up in for the Ferris, but I was up there before the holes were patched.
Oh, and so you died it.
And so I died, and so here I am. So I'm welding things.
Oh boy.
Do you see the enormity of the task laid before us?
Yeah, when we were like, oh, is it almost done? Yeah, no.
I believe-
It is not.
I believe it's hashtag blame final.
That is the standard, yes.
Hashtag Paradiso all over again.
Yep. Well, see, this is why he needs to have such violent opposition. Because if he doesn't, he never gets
Here
off the
we are.
ground. Because he's like, no, I have to build a small ship the size of a planet, and then we'll go to space in just a moment. And then he finishes building a small ship the size of a planet, and he's like, no, that wasn't big enough. I need to build a second one now.
Yeah, just in case.
Also, he's using the biggest thrusters in the game basically as secondary thrusters.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
Hey, do you folks want another ship?
No, that's why we keep
No, I think
complaining.
we're good.
Well, to be fair, at the rate that me and Dee are going through this one, it's just going to be a ship, not another ship. So I do apologize.
I apologize. Although, honestly, it's not so bad. I'm going to flip on the repair welders.
It's not. She's definitely repairable.
Repair welders
Assuming
are
that Dee
on.
sticks the landing.
Repair welders not doing as well as I was hoping, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, we felt it when you turned on the welders.
Oh, good.
We did.
I'll turn it back off. Is that better?
A little bit. The sim speed's improved after you got away from that Havelock, by the way.
Oh. So it did. All the way up to 0.75. So, with the water mod coming out, should
Yes.
we prepare to transition? I know you're not done with your monster, but should we prepare to transition to something a little wetter?
Well, we can do that. It depends on how you define transition.
I mean, you're going over to TGA anyway, so
That's a fair point. But I'm just thinking, this one, like, I'm looking at the planet that we have, and it is more crater than planet at this distance.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
part of the problem.
Yes, it is. Yes. So why I ask the how do you want to transition question is
How do you want to do this?
yes, because there's a few we've talked about a number of different ideas. We know at some point that the system we're in might suffer some sort of catastrophic event.
Critical existence failure.
A critical existence failure.
Essentially.
Same thing that happened to Paradiso Mark 1,
Final
Solar
deletes the
Flare.
world.
You pick it. It depends on how in-world you want to get.
That cosmic ray hit the hard drive just right.
It really did.
Yeah. So there's a lot of, it depends on how you want to play it. I think is what it comes down to.
At this point, the only way we're going to be able to play it is if we do something.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that's kind of the point.
that's why we're talking about this right now, because this world was up for a while, and also I am noticing that the average player count is approaching 0.
Yes.
There's 1 or 2 people that get on every day, and that's about it. And they get on for 30 minutes to an hour a day, and that's about it. And that's fine. That's just what happens at Space Engineer servers. The novelty wears off, and people are like, well, I have everything I could possibly want, and the Reavers can't hurt me now. I guess I will go play golf.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It is a purple
Speaking of the
planet.
Reavers, there's a couple.
They can't catch us at this point. We
You know what
already
would be a
passed them.
really, really interesting combination?
A world made entirely of water with no available landmass whatsoever and no thrusters to get into space.
I
That
was
sounds
thinking
incredibly
that
boring,
also
actually.
Wow.
No, here's
Scarlett's
the
really
thing.
thought of this.
I was thinking of that, but also add the Rust mod.
Yeah, I think no matter what we do, we're gonna add
Yeah.
we're gonna have something that will eventually decay old grids.
Yes, because much of the problem we have in this world is large, very large, old grids.
Yes,
Or do
there
we
are
just
some.
severely limit
Fair
grid
enough, Raj.
sizes, make people work within boundaries.
I think one of the things that we learned about this particular server is, and managing servers in general, is one, yes, we do need to impose some PCU limits. We
Indeed.
do need to enforce some sort of like voxel restoration. So I think there's some plans around, or some thoughts around, not necessarily plans at this point, but thoughts about implementing something that will cause grids to decay, and after a certain amount of inactivity, grids will despawn. There are some players on this that were on this server that have grids that aren't huge, but there are some that are massive, and some of them haven't logged in for upwards of 73 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, a certain amount of understanding goes to, you know what, if you're not coming back and you're not gonna you're gone for that long, you should expect that your stuff may not be there anymore.
Yeah. I also think that,
so there's that.
some of the scale of the server, how very far apart we put things, as fun as that is from like we got to move around and there are reasons to move from different planets. I think that's also part of the problem of what happens in this server. The scale is so big.
I think that's true. I think that presents us a different problem. I think in that sense, we wanted to be able to spread out, but it didn't have the effect that we wanted.
Yeah.
And when people did try to spread out, it was very few and far between that did so. So TGA is a good example. Some groups that did leave and go to space didn't stay there for very long and came right back to Safina on their own accord or not.
Oh, look, what's a dangerous Reaver encounter? I'm crashing!
Yeah.
That could have happened to us.
Yeah, well, I mean, could be happening right now. So there's a number of, I think, factors that came into play there, and I think we have some thoughts about how we could restructure the server to have the same kind of, spread outness, but maybe in different instances. That's untested on our side, but it's been done before. I think also, combining that with in-world reasons for particular planets to have particular resets, and doing voxel cleanups and asteroids on a regular basis. We do that manually right now, but we can do that automated. Doing more things where there's a reason to go to certain places and making the resources scarce, but also making it so that you're not just living in one particular place the entire time and able to build a mega base that you never leave. which is there's definitely a few of those, and
Well,
that's
I mean,
going to happen to a
the
certain
Temple of
degree.
Josh comes to mind. Like, one of the reasons I haven't been just like, just nuke the voxels back to standard is the Temple of Josh is 98% under mountain, and because of the way Reavers work, people have had to build like that because there's literally no other defense against them.
And we can change the way the Reavers spawn. So we can change the amount of them, the frequency of them, the distance from players. We can do all of those things. We can change what planets they spawn on. So there's a certain amount of world building and like literal building that should be done if we want to go that route. It takes a little bit of effort on our part to like restructure and reimagine what we want things to look like. We did set out when we started this that we wanted the server to be hard, and it's hard, and it's notably so. But we also didn't want it to be, the most extreme thing possible. And I think groups like TGA and stuff like that have proven that it's perfectly playable.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's playable.
Oh, look, that's a moon.
That's no moon.
This is as fast as I can rotate. I'm sorry, Scarlet.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Should we slap at least a couple of hydrogen thrusters on the bottom if I'm going to try and land this beast?
I think we're good.
I don't think we are.
I think whatever
we have
happens,
the
you have it
most
on tape.
advanced ship in the system with.
I've heard
powerful
this
thrusters.
before, Scarlet.
Yeah, and it worked out fine.
Uh-huh.
So to be stealing the thruster up front?
I literally think we're right on the edge of what is required.
Oh look, Rush is offering us assistance. She can catch our ship.
Oh, so that beautiful control bay that we had over the hangar?
Yeah,
It's a convertible now.
indeed.
.com.
Oh boy. Oh, and I'm depleting oxygen. Oh, bonk. JT Rigatoni. Didn't realize that tonight was stream night.
I'm always amused at how that's a surprise to folks.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how my air race building platform is still here.
I mean, if you wave the arms around fast enough, you might get some of the hangar bay welded back up.
Maybe. Oh my gosh. Just a
Okay,
hole
touchy.
all the way through the ship. All the way through the ship. Are you moving the Tachi to the rear?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I mean, that's what you wanted, right?
Fine. Sure. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's throw some regular hydrogen thrusters on the front. I'll use one of these express doorways through the entire ship. And
Very
I don't remember
efficient.
if I'm
help you.
installing any
Hey,
express doorways.
I buttoned those holes up before this stream. Any doorways that have been placed are your doing.
or maybe a Reaver Havelock's doing, perhaps?
Yeah, your doing. I certainly didn't say, yeah, let's go kill it.
No, you would never say such a thing. You
I
don't
would
talk
never-
like that.
I would never do such a thing. I'm also doing this with regular tools.
Yeah, my tools are long gone.
Something else that occurs to me that you might want to do while you're on that moon, build drones. There are 8 drone bays on that ship that we haven't even used yet.
Yes, I know how to use those.
Excellent.
That was sarcasm. I don't
Well, I
actually
mean-
know how to use them.
Now's the time to learn.
With everyone watching.
I mean, wouldn't be the first time.
That's true. It's very true.
Are you sure he's just not referring to me and you, DE?
It's true. Also, as well. Ah, yes. Here's some access.
Skoka, does he refer to us as drones in person?
You know, he doesn't, but that would not surprise me.
0.2 G surface gravity. That's good to know. This is...
Is this the one with the crazy storms?
Oh, this is the Taji. No, that's
No,
Obitus.
that's Orbitus.
We should go to Obitus.
Also, thank you, Drago Lord. I saw your donation, but people were talking. Drago donates 5 and says, "Hey guys, would love to stay and watch, but I've got free porterhouse steak calling my name." You know what? I can't compete with free porterhouse steak. I don't think there's a lot of things that can't. So, like, no hard feelings whatsoever. Oh my gosh, this poor ship.
I think we've learned some valuable lessons.
Yeah, build smaller.
No, obviously the ship wasn't big enough.
Two different theories.
I
on
feel
what was
like
wrong.
we
I
might
have
be
a ship
playing
to sell you.
different games.
I don't think build smaller is the lesson Final took from this personally.
No, it is not.
No.
Final saw it and was like, nah, not big enough. Needs more
No,
armor.
I saw it and I was like, no, we need more redundant systems.
I mean, it's flying fine, and it's fighting fine. It's just got lots of holes in it and dented armor.
Yeah, every ship that goes out to sea looks awful when it's out at sea, and then they paint it back up
Yeah,
again when it
yeah.
comes back.
It's funny, like, I remember reading an article, somebody was like, "Oh yeah, the United States Navy's ships are just rusting away." And I'm looking at it, and I see, they have pictures of ships coming back from deployments with rust running down the sides. I'm like, you guys know that the sea is made of salt water, right? Do you know what salt water does to anything based out of iron, or anything really reactive with oxygen? It makes it go away.
There's so many plates in this engine.
JT Rigatoni, there's nowhere you're supposed to be. Just
an
chill,
engine or
carry
a
on.
dishwasher?
Well, I'm going to be welding up this large industrial hydrogen thruster for the next week.
I can only take like 100 steel grids at a time.
If it makes you feel any better, home base only has level 1 welders.
It's because all the exotic materials are inside of Final's thrusters.
We haven't even built those yet.
There were a couple that were pretty well built last I looked.
I'm Cookie Monster now. The Kaminaris don't have build states.
Ah, that explains it.
Yeah, they look done, but they're definitely not done.
Nothing on
Dragolo
that
just
side.
donated 2 more and was like, needs more heavy armor. I don't think he knows that this
It's
ship is almost
entirely
entirely
heavy
heavy armor. Took so long to
That's why
build.
it took forever.
Well, I mean, that's why it's been able to take on a Nickadoodoo and then without a proper repair cycle, a Havelock and multiple smaller reavers. No longer on stream, so I don't know if you're answering me, says Rush. Okay. Do we want to know where the TGA base is and land there?
I think we'll be all right.
I think you should do it, because it would honestly be nice to show off other players' bases on stream.
That's true.
Just maybe go there without the guns on, because
Yeah.
Space Engineers weirdness.
Yes. Okay. I guess I'll help.
You know, they've been one of the most active groups on the server, if not probably the most active group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
And Scarlet, I want to put another regular hydrogen thruster on the front in that spot.
Oh, we don't need that.
We definitely need it.
This rover has a 1 block gap where 2 different window types meet, and it's been so helpful to not have that one window there, so I can like fly in and out.
Yeah. Braidnorad, no, there's definitely some boom that's happened. We've removed a Havelock from existence. Got a few more chunks and scars for it. So much welding. 2 of us together, Scarlet, are almost 1 elite welder.
Right. Stand by for foosh.
Kaboom. Boom today? No boom
No
today.
boom today.
Boom tomorrow.
What was that?
Boom today.
That's the
There's
anti-missile defense.
There's some shooting down here.
Okay, we should
Okay, but why is
disable.
it anti-missile defensing me?
Well, obviously you're a target.
You see this, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing that you are a primary target, apparently.
Oh no.
It's putting holes in Cookie Monster over here, so...
It is. It's
Well,
putting
that's not
holes in the thing
ideal.
I'm trying to build too.
Isn't Cookie Monster mostly holes at this point?
Yep.
Yeah, kind of, mostly, sort of. Some bits
I'm
are
getting
welded.
mixed messages.
You're running out of ammo.
To have holes, you have to have structure. Okay.
Yes. In order to have Swiss cheese, you have to have the rest of this cheese.
So what you're telling me is the front's about to fall off.
No, the
Six-
front gets installed on Tuesday.
What is happening?
I think Final's eating pretzels.
No, not that.
I learned
There's
from the best.
a THIE Razor that's 1.8 kilometers away.
I think the technical term is there was a THIE razor.
Right, but everything is shooting.
Wait, does this have a welder under it? Is that why it's welding right now?
No, I'm welding it.
Oh, okay. Alright. With the twin large hydrogen thrusters in front, we have something resembling a little bit of braking thrust. Also, man, they look amazing. I love the industrial hydrogen thrusters.
Yes, they do look great.
Oh, apparently,
Okay.
like there was an order for like 170 more RS-25s.
Because I'll have switched myself
Oh.
off.
Yeah. So I don't think they're going away anytime soon.
It's a bit odd.
No, because they're being used in I want to say Centaur Vulcan. Though I think that's wrong.
They've discontinued the Vulcan.
No,
Or am
they
I thinking- no, I'm
disconnected the
thinking of
Atlas. And yeah, Atlas and Delta are discontinued. They're not making any more of them, I don't think. I think there are several Atlas fuselages left, or rocket bodies, whatever.
Yeah, rocket bodies. Yeah, but the only other thing that uses the RS is isn't it SLS?
No.
Kind of, because what SLS uses is technically refurbished shuttle engines. So they're like RS-25s, but they're very special RS-25s, so they're not new.
Yeah. Like, they
They're
literally...
technically SSMEs.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly, the way they Frankensteined that poor rocket together out of shuttle parts so they could keep their pork. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense to use... Oh, that's a big hole. It makes sense to use legacy hardware from a certain point if you want to be able to get things running and get human certified quickly. Okay, let's see. Let me add this.
But also, kind of, I feel at that point, NASA didn't have the choice. Like, the politics of it were such that if NASA didn't use legacy hardware, even without considering the whole government gravy train thing, I don't think at that point in time there would be a trust in Congress and a push to allow for the development of new hardware at that time.
That's fair. We're up to 4 meters a second with these. We got 25 kilometers to go. They're kind of right on the edge over there. So we're just going to kind of slow boat it because I don't want to mess with maneuvering this monster too much. Oh good, a Reaver Berserker.
Excellent timing.
Should I reactivate
Reactivate weapon systems, please. Let's just remove it. Here they come. And there go the rounds. Oh, right, this is a small grid. Yeah, there's not much, gonna be much left of that. Oof. It's trying to get away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. RL10s, not RS25s.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? That was an Ariande.
Did we really? What?
Something. Well, that Thrasher. I assume it's the Thrasher. It came from that direction. Definitely bright purple railgun that
Did it
went
go all the way
straight
through?
our side.
I think we're gonna change up the mod list too.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking we just go vanilla replacer only. Krieg sent me a vanilla replacer that I need to test. That looks interesting.
What does it do?
I mean, it brings things... He says it said it was supposed to bring it in line with Serpent Arms, which, even though I think they look goofy, actually have a pretty decent balance to them. And they're not Northwind weapons, which are just... I guess I'm turning into a hipster. They're just overdone, in my opinion.
I like Northwind weapons. It's just they're very one flavor.
Yeah.
There's battle cannons and there's railguns and that's it. And I know there's like the Sea Whiz, but...
Ooh, got something good on that one.
Yep.
But like, having Ariadnes spawn on smallish ships, and yeah, I can see the hole that goes all the way through our side back there.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure we had all three of the engines still.
Well, the only thing to keep in mind, though, is Russia's kind of pointing out is that if we change the weapon mod list, we cause significant change to the rest of the server. So there's no
Well, no,
chance.
Well,
for
I think
any
we're
kind of
talking about
continuation.
in the next iteration.
I don't think we should do like at this point. I almost don't think we should do a continuation, just because I think the server is going to be so different compared to this. And when people want, oof, what was that? It was blue. Here, have some blue of your own. I'm guessing our railguns have a 5-kilometer range.
Yes.
Okay, I think that thing's been disabled enough to where it can't catch us.
Okay.
We're almost to 71 meters a second now, having been fully reversing almost this entire time. We have
Okay,
about...
so
Sorry, go ahead, Clunk.
no, I can wait at any time, honestly.
We have a reverse acceleration of about 0.5 meters per second squared. Well, at
Nice.
this sim speed, so it's probably more like 0.7 meters per second squared. But yeah. So I feel like an actual real-life spaceship, because that's actually a pretty reasonable amount of thrust for something that's maneuvering in orbit. Are they in the mountains? What is this?
So I looked it up, and it was a purchase of 116 RL10C-X engines by ULA for their Vulcan rocket.
For Vulcan?
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Isn't
so it
Vulcan supposed to be
wasn't
using what are they calling that thing? The Bezos engine. The BE-3? Is that what Vulcan's supposed to be using?
well, it's using the B4 on its first stage.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be using the Centaur for the second stage. The Centaur's a
if
decent engine.
Yeah, well, I think if I recall correctly, there's either 2 iterations or like 2 generations of Vulcan planned, and one uses an older upper stage, one uses the new upper stage.
Ah. I mean, honestly, they should just stick a Falcon 9 upper stage on it.
I mean-
slap that on there.
I feel like that would actually be suboptimal, because the Falcon 9 is a very non-traditional rocket in a lot of
I guess it doesn't have a
senses.
cryogenic upper stage, so it has lower second stage efficiency. I did. I was
Well, it
once
does have a cryogenic
talking
upper
to Tori
stage.
Bruno on Twitter, and yes, this is a real conversation that happened. When he was first talking about catching the rockets and about the advanced cryogenic upper stage that could be reused and refueled. And I was like, you guys don't have a launch vehicle yet. I think it would be amazing to see one of these things strapped to the top of a Falcon 9 or a Falcon Heavy just to get the testing going. And he actually liked it. He was like, that's Tony Bruno, I know nothing about him, but as CEOs go, he's one of the most accessible people. He's like a less crazy Elon Musk when it comes to Twitter, because let's face it, as brilliant as Elon Musk is, that guy is a whack job. he's completely nuts, which is where his genius comes from, right?
Right.
Did you see the thing I posted about him the other day? P?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, that alone tells you all you need to know about him.
Okay, I gotta try and get right over this thing. And remember, I have like no thrust to the sides.
Unfortunately, the weird thing about Falcon 9 is It's kind of a weird shape for a rocket. I know that sounds crazy, but the thing is, Falcon 9 started out as a sort of very traditional rocket in terms of height to width, and then they made it longer, and then they made it longer again, then they made it longer again and again. I think they've made it longer like 5 times now.
Well, they want to get all that fuel in there, right? So it can do its landings. That's why they've been doing that.
But yeah, they've also swapped to, as they've improved their engines are throwing more mass out the back quicker. So that's been another reason to expand it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should put a parachute on the nose D.
Just one.
Just one.
Just for aesthetics. More of a wind flag than a parachute.
Yeah, but you wish we had one of my escape pods now, don't you?
Yeah, it's down here. We're building it.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, you should totally build an escape pod system, all the Enterprise into that thing final.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna build a bay so that we could have mini Sforzandos pop out of it.
Just a Sforzando VLS.
Well, I think the escape
Yeah, exactly.
pod is the original part of the original Cookie Monster just detaches.
I'm leaving.
Chandler actually designed a printable Sforzando, so that's what I was thinking about building.
Of course you were.
See, like, I'm a sick sadist. I think a server that had a grid limit of like 300 blocks would be awesome.
That's pretty low.
I know. But like, because the problem is you say like, okay, 5,000 blocks, but this monstrosity is only 8,000. So people
It's
would
only
still be able to
8,000 now.
No, the projector I think is 8,500 blocks.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's 8,500 blocks, and I think it's only 65 or 75 blocks long.
Yeah.
300 block
so,
grids would be great for like a train server.
So call it 1,000 block max. People would still be able to build ships, but nothing ridiculous. And they'd have to specialize. And we could do RP, force people into RP.
Whoa,
and
whoa,
steal
whoa,
their hair.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
D is trying to stop his horse. Give him a little minute.
Oh, I'm watching. Does not want to slow down.
No, she doesn't. I mean, she's gonna slow down eventually.
Well, she'll abruptly slow down.
Litho braking. Also, litho braking.
Maybe we can get some more forms to lift us to a higher stable orbit.
Maybe. Oh, man. But so I guess... I'm trying to think. Like, what I was kind of thinking... Where are we going? Why are we going that way? Why are we going that way? That is literally the opposite of the way I want to be going.
So you were thinking, D?
I can't think and pilot at the same time. I'm sorry.
I see.
There we go. We're sort of pointing at the target. So I was thinking that we want to do water, right? That's the idea.
We don't have to. I think it's just the flavor that everyone's after right now.
Yeah.
And it could be fun, but I feel like if we're going to do water, we need to make that the focus.
Yeah. Like, do we just do Kevin Costner, the server?
Like, just have a tiny couple, make the water so high that there's just a few little mountain tops sticking out.
Yeah, and then just use the, what's it called? The, just like surface ores or something, and then turn off voxel damage. And then just make it more like a supreme, not like a total annihilation map. How is that getting farther away? I don't understand. I don't understand this ship. I spin the ship around with the back end pointing towards CGA landing zone. I get that. But I was moving towards it initially. And I moved the ship by 30 or 40 degrees, and suddenly I'm moving away from it. Because Space Engineer doesn't know how to calculate vector physics, I guess.
The ship acts as a giant propeller and just lifts itself up.
Whee!
So I've definitely noticed ships maintaining their heading however they're pointed and not the vector that they were on.
Yeah.
For a while.
But like, if we want to do a boat server, I think that's what's gonna be the thing. Are there any mods that use the boats, or do we just do weekly events?
Well, there is a pirate ship NPC mod, but
It uses water 2, not water 3.
It'll either need to be updated or we'll need a antagonist to be building ships. Alien.
Just giant buckets with guns on top.
No, I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
The
Haven't
other
you seen
problem,
his gorgeous ships?
the other problem I have with the water mod is, okay, the ship sinks. It's still shooting you with its turret from underneath. Problem I have with this. That's
I can see the problem.
like, if it's a torpedo, I get it. There's something in space right there. Do you see that down there?
Static grid 2560.
Yeah, 9.8. Oh, that's their base, isn't it?
That's probably their base.
I'm going to push this way a little bit because I don't think we're quite lined up. Kerbal Space Program, it is not. Still not in planetary gravity.
Well, it is a very small moon.
Yes. I think it's normal size for a moon, which is what, like 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers, something like that. Thanks, Overwatch.
I think it's actually bigger than that because Kimi's smaller.
Kimi's only like 1 kilometer. Kimi's tiny.
No, it had to be the minimum size. I think was what, 13?
Huh.
Unless we use something else to spawn them, but as
We
far as I
use
remember, it
something
was
else
that.
to spawn them. We use there's this fancy thing that lets you take it down to a plug-in, takes you down to 1.
Oh yeah, then then Kendra did it, so it could be 1-ish.
6.5 kilometers from the sound of thunder.
That's Russia's ship.
Yeah.
All guns are showing offline.
Again, it's doing the thing where it was maintaining its heading.
Oh, there we go. Now we're in gravity.
Yeah. I'm just going to try and adjust the heading with the maneuvering thrusters now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very purple planet.
How's Nab doing?
She's on the computer next to me doing something. She was not feeling the stream tonight.
Yes.
She's working on something.
The novelization of Deadly Salvage.
She is not working on the novelization of Deadly Salvage.
So as you can see, finally, I'm nearly done with this, and hopefully it flies. It doesn't immediately fall to the ground.
I
a
had
good
the
sign.
same worry, but I think with the number of thrusters you got on there, you'll be okay. I pulled down all the welder cranes so that they.
Give her a ping. One ping only. Just take the thingy and jump it to 10 kilometers.
Gotcha.
And then if a reaver, and then just drop it back down so the reavers don't see us. We are still not in gravity. Lined up pretty well, though. Reasonably so. Sacred excavators. Reconfirming all guns are offline.
Yep.
Okay. Oops. This poor ship. Mr. Bryan, when we say novelizing Deadly Salvage, we mean I was hit by random inspiration and wrote a paragraph and a half in a notebook with a ballpoint pen. So, to give you an idea of where that particular possible project is at.
It's where all the great works start.
Still no gravity. 3 kilometers out, no gravity. There's the gravity, 5.5. This is going to be interesting. Two kilometers out, or 2.6 kilometers out. Descending at 30 meters a second. It's a very purple moon. Whoa, sudden like spike tree things. I've never been to Octave before, so this is quickly turning into like a rave.
I've just seen it before. Or I should say heard it before.
Yeah. Enlightened artisans. Trying to see where we are with the direction of gravity here.
We seem pretty well lined up.
Yeah, I think so too, but I'm just making sure that I'm watching the thrusters. There we go. Now we're lined up.
I think I'm actually going to call it a night.
Fair enough. Alone
That's
on a
good,
purple
Scarlet.
moon with a
Night,
space
Scarlet.
space
Night, all.
captain pirate. Alien is watching from his cabin in the woods. Oh man, is this crooked? I'm sweating so hard landing this thing.
I bet.
I'm throwing up dust. Before the Ferris has touched down.
Woohoo!
Oh, sweaty.
You did it.
Everything's purple. I think I've found my happy place. Gotta go get some more oxygen. And I'm gonna jet over to the TGA base and see what that's all about. I remember we had grand plans about, like, rovers and things.
Yeah, that
Then-
hadn't happened.
Yeah. Well, because someone may have gotten the whole ship shot up by another ship rather enthusiastically.
Yes.
Let me go over here. There we go. Going down. Oh look, there's an easy access exit here. Let's see, I think. Yep, that looks like a base. Oh, you can breathe on Octave.
Nice.
Alien, we sparred with a few baddies. All right, I think it's this way. Oh, yep, that's a base, all right. There's thunder and something else. Several things being built. I'm just gonna go land on their platform. Not sure where. Land down here, I guess. Oh, okay. I landed back there, and I'm walking again. Turn my music down so I can think. Knock, knock. Anybody home? Knock, knock. Anybody home? Ah, hello.
Now that Klonk's got a welder ship, this thing will be done in no time.
Indeed.
Don't say that.
Excellent.
Don't say that.
We're
I've
just
got
gonna
a
weld
welder
up
ship.
all of these blocks tonight.
That was one of the
I've got a
sweatiest
welder
landings
ship
I've
that's
ever
gonna be
made.
done this century.
I mean,
What?
it could be a generation ship.
Is that a ship that takes generations to build?
At this point, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Your grandchildren's grandchildren will still be building this ship.
Oh, that's a screenshot. I'm standing behind Rush looking back at the TGA base, and Safina's in the sky, and the gas giant is just peeking over the horizon of the mountain. It is gorgeous. It looks like a synthwave album cover. Hang on,
Nice.
I've got to have some music for this. 1 second. Where are we? It's got to be around here. What's it called? Night Stalker, right? Night Stalker.
Did you see how many bucks I vaulted up?
Yes, I did.
Half my cargo is gone.
Hey, that's pretty good. It's like that's a like a 1% of the ship.
Oh wow. Rush is letting me grind down silversmiths on a big ship that she doesn't think she'll be able to finish.
I think Rush was going to build a ship that was almost as big as Cookie Monster.
Ah. And now she's hearing that we're planning on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, clearly she's built it in creative somewhere because it looks like it's being printed. Final, you should look at the stream right now and listen to the music because it could be a wonderful like stream intro screen for you.
All the 80s and synthwave.
Yep. And the purple.
I see that. That's great. I keep meaning to go visit that planet.
It's like made for you.
It's pretty close. Now you need like some of those Northwind railguns to like do the contrast in the sky.
Yeah.
They're like bright red and orange tweams.
So I'm playing with the camera right now. Having way too much fun. Okay. Time to get to work. Rush is going. I just gave Rush magic power so she can use our conveyor network.
Sure.
Very nice.
Calker says, "Is this the part where a Reaver shows up?"
Usually.
For like the third time tonight.
Indeed.
No more space in suit inventory.
Ooh, heat warning. Don't want to die. Ooh, chunky. Chunky soup. Hey, Vlad.
Yes, I am relogging in. My game crashed.
Ah, yes. I am trapped in the
Yes.
air. I'm walking in the air. Oh, I might splat against For the Fairest, though. Oh, interesting. Apparently there's no oxygen underneath For the Fairest's skirt.
Don't live there.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm working on her there.
That might have nothing to do with the massive engines consuming all oxygen to fuel their thrust.
I think it might be something to do with that, yeah. This is not going to get done today.
I mean, Kaminaris take a long time to weld.
I'm thinking I might downrate it a little bit.
You might want to switch them either to silversmiths like Russia's got, or to Sirocco's, and switch it from Kaminaris.
Yeah, and just quad silversmiths or Siroccos instead of 2 Kaminaris and 2 Tachis.
Yeah.
And if anybody's oh no, my hydrogen's about to run out. Well, now I'm running on the ground.
Running on the groundies.
This is
You might have a problem because there's no like cargo access in the skirt.
there is actually. Right in the
Is there?
back.
No.
Right in the back.
Oh, there's the conveyor. Yes,
Yeah.
there's a connector there.
Also, final, the ship they have is not the ship that they left with.
No,
It's
it
true.
is. It's most of that ship.
Clock, will that thing fit in the hangar?
That's exactly what I was just testing.
I'm just waiting for the kaboom at this point.
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Don't turn too much.
No,
You know
don't do
what?
I've
that.
got to turn to get in.
Yeah, let me take this center post out. There you go. You can definitely get in and out now.
Awesome. That way this thing can stay with this ship.
Yeah, it's gonna need it.
Yeah, it is.
If I start knocking down these weird alien trees, do you think Nutzel will show up in my chat?
Probably.
Go get you back in?
I am, yes. Still loading, but it should be fine.
Okay.
It'll go faster when that 12900K gets plugged in.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We went shopping today.
We're just gonna
nice.
switch the server to Skoka's computer.
Oh yeah, it'll be super duper powerful now.
Did you go with DDR5 and all that shenanigan?
Yep.
Oh man. So Skoka's old rig is now going to become your stream box.
Well, maybe it might just become a file server for now.
The beefiest file server ever.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's an 8700K, so.
Jeez.
But yeah. Yeah, she's going from 8700K to a 12900 with 32 gigs of DDR5.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty quick, particularly considering her crash. She was in connection problem for like 10 minutes. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I've just been hanging on.
Your poor computer.
It's
Yeah.
really struggling.
It's struggling, and it's time to fix it.
So, Skoka, I want to see if I can get you familiar with this ship. Because I feel like you've spent so long like hand grinding that if anyone deserves a little bit of a break from it, it's you.
Well, it's very kind of you. Let me see if I can get to it.
I'm like tempted to put a bunch of wheels on For the Ferris and drive it over.
So first things, it's everything. Its thrust is pretty low, so
Okay.
be aware of that. That you're going to be very floaty, and that you're not going to be very good on thrust when you're full. That's currently a full loadout for heavy iron plates. You'll
Okay.
notice it's got 4 cargo containers full of metal grids and 4 of steel plates.
And does it just drift like this?
A little bit. If you press E a little bit so that you're perfectly level, it'll stop drifting. Like I said, it's a little low on thrust.
I have an idea.
But
Gotcha.
once the cargo container's empty a little, you'll have a little better thrust control. It's just right now you're very, very full.
Right. And then with my connection issues, it probably does not help.
Probably not, but we'll learn. We'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out.
For your landing gear, the left one will close your landing gear on the hotbar. I think it's either 1 or 2. The one that's the left
Okay.
landing gear symbol.
Okay.
And then the right one will lock it or unlock it.
All right. And then, yeah, there's the welder's battery.
Yep.
All right.
Sim is bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Right, there's most of a welder here.
So because this is designed for atmospheric use only, you can't do anything fancy like look down, but
That's okay.
Don't look him in the eye.
That's all right. I think we can make it through.
I'm gonna repurpose Scarlet's cockpit with a reactor into a grinder ship. The one that didn't survive the return from the air race.
Yes.
All right.
Really? Stupid thing.
As long as you stay pretty level in this ship, it's really not bad.
yeah, and if you don't fill it all the way to the brim, if you only fill like 5 containers instead of 6, you'll have better performance. It's just
Gotcha.
this thing is very much built to just work when it's
Just work.
just work a little.
It just works.
No, I mean
Just work.
it works, but it just works, if that makes sense.
We're hovering on in between working and not working.
Exactly.
Oh, Nabarin, could you do me a favor? Could you open the window? I am melting. Thank you. It's getting to that time of year where it's not cold enough outside to just be like, yeah, my computers keep this office nice and toasty warm. Now it's
Yeah.
getting to the point where it's like, I'm melting.
It is a nice perk in the wintertime. Just to be
Yeah.
like, ooh, nice little space heater.
Indeed. I mean, you two feel our pain. I know that.
We do, yeah. When we're in the particular bad part of the heat wave last summer, we just had to stop using our computers.
Oh yeah, I believe
Like,
it.
In the evening, we're like, we can't game. It gets
I mean,
too hot.
it was like up in the 40s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got, I think, 240 or 41 Celsius. And it was
it's
just
so hot.
so hot.
I didn't do any math. I just guessed because I'm starting to understand Celsius.
Whoa. I think 38 Celsius is 100 Fahrenheit is one of the conversion
Yeah.
numbers that I know right off the top
Yeah,
of my
well,
head.
I know it peaked out at 105 down here. That's why I was guessing 40s.
Yeah.
Alien says he had snow on Wednesday. It'll be 80 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow. Oh, poor Alien.
Monday, the roads were just awful with the snow. Like, there were, when I drove to where I go to school, which is an hour away from where I live, I saw like 6 cars on the side of the road. There's still a trailer, and there's still a car that's median crashed from that Monday. Because it's that real awful like summertime grease snow that you get, that we got, where it's just like, it's warm, it's snowing, it's just pure grease on the roads, and everyone's like, the snow isn't actually that bad. And yes, it was. It was probably the worst snowstorm of this winter in terms of road condition. And of course, some of them are still trying to go 70 for short periods of time before physics takes hold.
Huzzah.
Not ideal.
So this little lip thing you're welding here is actually light armor, just so you're aware.
Yes, I went for whatever was accessible first, just to
Gotcha.
practice. Because then if I crashed it, at least I'm like on the outside near where we can repair it.
Gotcha.
I'm doing like my training wheels.
Nice.
And then when I feel like I got it, I'll enter into the depths of the ship.
Would make sense.
So I did find out that my new position often has opportunities for me to travel to all over the United States
Oh, fun.
if I wanted to do that.
That is interesting.
Travel vlog.
I should probably do another driving home with GE. I recorded one like 2 weeks ago and then didn't like it, so I didn't upload
Wait,
it.
don't leave.
Not leaving.
Sec. That's all I wanted to do. I figured while we were here.
Get the one piece. Okay, let's try somewhere more in the middle and see.
This thing's basically like a giant crab or a pancake or something.
It is kind of like a crab.
Don't be crabby.
Your inventory.
How's your
is
battery
full.
charge?
We're at
The leftmost.
73.
Oh, nice.
So we're good for a little bit.
Yep. In fact, I think it might be slowly increasing.
Magic. Final, is there anything we shouldn't be welding, or just everything that you have placed is fine now?
Yeah, pretty much everything that's there is pretty
fine.
good to go.
Okay.
Most of the internals are what I'm working on now. Like, I'm working on the hangar right now.
You're running out of energy.
And we need to work on placing. You probably see that I've roughed out some reverse thrusters now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that. I have to rough in the front of the ship and start roughing and ribbing towards the front of the ship. The citadels need to get welded up, because if we don't weld them up, we're never going to.
That's true.
Alien, speaking of your map of all historical museum ships, when are you coming to visit the Forrest Sherman in my area? I'll go to Home Depot right now and start buying some buckets.
Don't forget to arrange the buckets in the correct orientation to summon the bucket man.
True, that is important. Rush is like, maybe the 1.2 kilometer landing zone wasn't the best idea.
Lots of back and forth.
I'm building a welder / courier ship to go back and forth. And of course I'm running out of construction components. Because why wouldn't I?
Obviously.
You might still have a whole bunch of iron on there.
I do. Ship's getting lighter.
There you go. Oh, ammo for the 240s doesn't take uranium anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so all the big, somewhat big DACA on the side should be able to be rearmed.
Nice. I mean, I think the rest of the stream is going to be me grinding down those silversmiths.
Yeah, probably.
Alien says pour some oil in the buckets and it'll be right out. Well, Alien, clearly you just need to switch places with your twins. No one will notice. If you do it sneakily enough and roll high enough, your twin won't even notice.
I think you're out of materials.
Yeah, I was just checking. I just have metal grids.
Yeah.
So where are we parking this?
I've temporarily been parking it in that rover behind us.
All right. It's much faster
Yeah.
without the materials.
It sort of wakes up when it's empty.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we're ready to go now.
Alien, you may not want to give up your beard, but is your beard in the shape of a bucket? Is it, in fact, a bucket beard?
Also, I think your welders are still on. It's
They
9 to 10
absolutely
them
are.
off.
Thank you.
Yep. And then if you close your landing gear, you can actually just sit right on top of that connector and then siphon things in.
Lovely.
I don't even need that.
Left a tad.
Okay, there we go.
Actually, I need to put a little bit of down thrust on this thing because gravity is so weak here.
So far, are there any things that you think need to be changed about this that you particularly want or think we need?
I don't think so. I think, like you said, you just have to go a bit slow to make sure that it stays level. But otherwise, I don't think it needs to be anything else. It's a great little ship.
Cool.
You can take it out next if you like. You can take turns.
Sure.
This is going to be so great as a big, giant, shiny blue ship.
The funny thing is, I can't even render the ship properly anymore. The shininess just comes and goes as it pleases.
Yeah, it takes a while to load in, for me at least.
For me, I think because I'm CPU bottlenecked, it's like unloading the shininess occasionally. So that's why I've made this thing not shiny. It just kept loading in and out of shininess. How do these assemblers keep getting filled with plates?
It's the drones. The drones take components, and so components go into assemblers, into the in slot of the assembler, and never leave.
Huh.
Yeah, and Aaron hasn't built a block to build the drones.
Yay, I have a grindy ship now.
Nice.
That's really the essence of Space Engineers: building a ship to build and building a ship to destroy.
Apparently I
Pretty
have
much.
a bunch of stuff in the connector, but whatever.
There is a working connector in the hangar now.
Whoa.
Is it a horizontal or a vertical connector?
It is in the floor, if that makes answers your
Okay,
question.
it does. That's what I consider to be horizontal. Because if you think about the plane that the connector mates on,
Yes, it's well. Is the direction of travel of the components inside of the connector vertical, horizontal, or is the connector itself horizontal or vertical?
What?
Whoa.
Because if it's a pipe, it's vertical, but if it's a like a plug, it's horizontal.
yeah. Well, it's a pipe with a plug on the end.
There you go. So it's technically horizontal according to your definition.
Going through the side.
But there's no solid surface around it, so I'm working on that now.
Gotcha.
It might need to get moved anyways.
Yeah, Alien. The ships here are really good. Rush has a set of skills, I will say.
DE.
Yes.
You've put a beacon on that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just double checking. You never know when someone forgets something silly like that.
I may have created it in just now because beacon cleanup's happening in 2 minutes. That might be a thing I just did.
It only takes one steel plate.
Panicked. I wish ship welders and grinders worked faster.
Just
Yeah, it's
build them
unfortunate.
up. Also, there's a mod that adds tiered welders and stuff, I think.
Yeah, they did that. I know that Ghost server uses those instead of Bob.
That's one silversmith disassembled. Overwatch, I can definitely do the thing you're suggesting, but I also have very limited cargo space on this thing, so it's like, how much effort is it worth adding more welders to it? But yeah, that would work. It would definitely work. Okay. Rush is actually following the signs on the side of our ship, so I should probably do the same thing. This poor ship. This poor ship.
I mean, it still works.
Yeah.
It does indeed. Foosh. I'm just waiting for the sparks and the burn and the explosion. Oh, right. The aerodynamics mod. That's why things are acting funky.
Yes. Usually the number one reason why you have some weirdness happening in Atmo.
Yeah. Let's do the aero mod and just do carriers only on the planet. Everybody starts with every team starts with a carrier. Good luck.
I mean, Scarlet's torpedo bombers were pretty fun.
They were super fun. And they'd be far more effective now, too.
Yeah, just don't landing gear them to a grid. Though I think that's fixed.
That was so funny. It's been fixed at least once, which means it's fixed?
Well, until somebody releases an update somewhere and it breaks.
Yeah.
I'm not keen on that happening.
I see what you did there.
Oh, good.
I'm really not sure what is causing the sim stutters. Can't
Not
get anything
sure.
from Profiler.
Yeah, it's weird.
My computer's not happy about it. It's very, very slow.
So many people are building flagships and nobody has a fleet. Commander Confidence says, in the pit on Safina, work is complete to the flagship Necro Machina. For when the flame are lit, we will be ready to aid our allies. So apparently there's another flagship
Somewhere.
somewhere.
At some point, we just have to start calling them ships and not flagships.
Yeah. Well,
What's
this
like
is,
the level up from the flagship?
well, a flagship doesn't even need to be a big scary ship. Like a lot of flagships are like light cruisers and destroyers.
That catch
even.
fire.
They just have flag bridges. And if they're American cruisers, the front falls off.
I think that was actually more the merchant ships.
There was a startling amount of American cruisers that had the front fall off.
Huh. I knew the Liberty ships had that problem.
It's a feature.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the cruisers that had to happen got hit by torpedoes.
I would do it.
Yeah, long lances are no fun for anybody involved.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they're fun for the Japanese.
Not when their ship takes fire and they explode.
Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I wonder if their torpedoes outrange their communication equipment at some point.
That would be funny. There's still 226,000 K of Glaucodot on board this ship of just iron and cobalt.
Yeah. I gave you some snacks for the road.
And road snacks. I love road snacks. 2.92 thousand uranium. 926,000 iron. No wonder this ship is a pig.
Hey, you want repair materials. You have it.
I do.
Can you
I
bring
do.
that iron back?
No.
Just slow it down to us.
I think the base here has got over probably over 6 or 8 million iron refined ingots.
Well, currently we have less than 5,000 iron plates, so
Yeah, I think I'm going to permanently keep up 100,000 plates.
We're gonna need it.
I see there's a Hornet drone coming to visit.
Yay! Visitors.
There was something else nearby too.
Oh, I see the Hornet drone's probably going to disappear momentarily. There's a number of dead reavers.
What? No.
Some of them we didn't kill ourselves.
Alien, yes, the ship does have a projector to help repair it, but we're currently repairing it by not building it the way it's projected, because it's much cheaper. Because it had the Kaminari drives on it, which are the most, like, literally the most expensive thing in the game to build.
the calamari drive.
Let's see. Kaminari, yeah, RT10.
Kaminaris take 3,500 steel. No, sorry. 5,000 steel plates, 1,700 superconductors, 120 fusion coils, and 1,200 thruster components, plus 1,000 construction components and stuff like that. They're expensive. But those are Donager engines.
Oh, the silversmiths are actually smaller than the Tachis.
Yeah, you might want more Tachi size. Sirocco. So, yeah, or Siroccos. Siroccos are, I would say, maybe 2/3 the size of a Kaminari, but I think they're only half the thrust. Or a quarter. I'm not sure.
I wish it'd give me thrust numbers.
I've got to build info. Let me see if it gives me.
Let's see. 62 meganewtons for Tachi. Uh, 120. Yeah, okay. Oh, they fill the void a lot better too. The Siroccos do.
Yeah. We think 4 Siroccos and 2 Kaminaris will be enough to get Cookie Monster off the ground. We think.
We haven't built any of that.
It's a working theory.
How many steel plates does one of those thrusters take?
One of the Kaminaris, 5,000.
Oh my goodness.
There's more than 20,000 plates in just thrusters on this ship.
Wow.
Okay, I queued up 30,000 plates thinking I was being smart. Time to queue up another 30,000.
You're just double it.
Yeah, you might want to quadruple that, actually. Here, how much is in a Sirocco? Sirocco's 2.5.
No more space in suit inventory.
There, 60,000 more queued up. You're laughing now, but it's not going to be enough.
I'm laughing because I know.
we'll run out.
Your inventory is full. Do you need me to say that another 1,000 times, or are you going to do something about it? Inventory
One
is at capacity.
Sirocco online.
Nice.
I'm disassembling a
Your
Tachi right
is
now,
full.
and I'm going to be putting a Sirocco on this side too.
We spent all that time making like a beautifully symmetrical ship, and it's just instantly been mangled.
What, this ship?
Yeah,
No, it's not that bad.
you might haven't seen any of the footage. All I know is from what you're telling me about how you're repairing this and replacing that and
Yeah.
patching up the hole and
Your inventory is
it
full.
doesn't paint a pretty
Do you
picture.
need me to say that another 1,000 times, or are you going to
Oh, wow.
do something? Do you need me to say that another 1,000
Do you know how many
times, or are you going to do
meganins a Kalanari does?
How
No
many?
more Space
10.
in suit inventory.
375.
Okay, so Sirocco's
Well then.
about half of a Kaminari.
Your inventory is full.
Yeah, close. 80%, or 2 of them would be 80%.
And a Tachi's itty bitty baby. So
Yeah,
with
Tachis are small.
four of these actually should have more thrust than the 2 Kaminaris, 2 Tachis. Should. Being the operative term.
Should, yes. Or at least the same. I'll actually have to do the math. No, it's much less. 4 Siroccos is only 500, and 2 Kaminaris is already 675.
It's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, 700 and some, 800 and some. Yeah, same.
Same. Sirocco is such a cool looking ship in the show.
Actually, if you had 6 Siroccos, that would be the same.
I don't have points for 6, okay?
But you wanted to modify the skirt.
I didn't do it.
Oh, it's the Hornet drone. It finally got close enough.
Oh, yep. oh.
Okay. Now we have this. Now this is
Oh
happening.
gosh.
What is my life
pea
right now?
soup?
Hang on. I need the profile data. Give me 1 sec.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Why should it be just one type of gun that lags the server out?
Probably.
Maybe.
It fires like 10 million projectiles with physics.
Fizzicks, right? Physics.
I was thinking more PHYSX.
Fire the NVIDIA video cards. Full spread. Well, I live here hovering underneath this engine now. I'll just stay here forever.
There's been like 3 server ticks since the shooting started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's the bug we're running into right now, and we're not entirely sure what's causing it.
Something to do with a weapon core mod. Something to do with, I thought BD said it was something to do with, like, too many shrapnel being generated.
We thought so, but when it started happening, I realized that it was only happening when we had a certain grid with 77 welders running at the same time.
Whoa.
Stopped that from happening, and all of a sudden it went away. And then it's back today, and it's happening because this Hornet drone is on one side of the base. We had another ship on the other side of the base, and it wasn't a problem.
Clearly, You just need to destroy things before they get to that side of the base.
Apparently. I'm trying to find... I'm running a bunch of profiler stuff to try and see if I can get an answer that is helpful. But currently, it's taking 400 milliseconds to render a frame.
Yeah, I can feel
Jeez.
that. And back under the Sirocco I go. Well, gents and ladies, and those who deign to answer to something other else, this might be it. Because this is pretty much the definition of unplayable, and I'm not sure you folks want to watch me bounce around a couple of engines. Like literally.
Well,
bounce.
I can get rid of it in a second here. It'll take me. I just have to remove the hostile grid and it'll stop.
Did you get the profile data you needed?
I'm pressing enter wildly, hoping the message sends.
Ah. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Benjamin. Benjamin Franklin has 3 sick kids today, so he missed most of the stream, which is unfortunate that he has the 3 sick kids. The stream will be on the VOD. It will be available on the YouTubes forever, or at least until, World War III starts and Russia nukes YouTube servers. But, hey, I can play again.
Our guns turned on, so that grid might not exist anymore.
No, it dropped again. Yeah, this is so weird. All right, I'm nuking the grid. One sec.
Pew pew pew. Oh man. I am, however, quite excited for the battle against Mr. Creed next Friday. We won't be doing Sonora next Friday. It will be a community battle against another community, another Space Engineers creator who on purpose called himself Poo Poo Creed. He likes beer a lot, and I said beer is gross in his chat. And so he was like, oh, you better back that up. And I was like, all right, fight me. And he was like, okay. So now we're fighting.
So here we are.
So now we're fighting.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. We disassembled 3 silversmiths, and we can't even build 2 Siroccos with that.
You have
Skoka,
platinum?
Yes.
ship's all yours.
I don't know if I can get to it. So if
You
you
should be
still
able
want
to now.
use it, yes, but we're also factoring in my computer into the mix.
Ah,
so,
yes.
you can probably keep using it, Clonk, if you would like.
Okay.
So I'm trying to close out of my menu and it's not closing. So we're going to give it another minute and see.
Gotcha. Are you streaming right now?
No.
Your inventory is
Huh.
full.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're fixing it all tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of need some fixing.
Computer build stream?
Probably not. I don't even know how we would set everything
Overwatch
up for that.
just called me a pet name in chat, Nab. You might be jealous. Oh, never mind. It was a typo. Never mind. He originally said, "Lover, let's have a bar fight," just because, which sounds like a Plain White Tea song or something.
Could totally be a song.
Hey lover, let's have a bar fight.
Let's have a bar fight. Wait, is this a euphemism for something?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
You euphemize. You do that thing.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, your face is right on my face.
I know that.
Uh-huh.
It's a lovely place to be.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I can't actually move my head with you right there.
Too bad.
Well, I live here now. Oh boy. Nab was attacking me.
I mean, you activated your protective instincts. What did you expect?
I activated protective instincts. Let me see what I have inside. I build superconductors, superconductors. It says I can. Oh yeah. We're building superconductors. One at a time.
Alien, we would win that fight. All we'd have to do is give you a bucket.
There should be 4 assemblers on there. 5, actually.
Yeah. I'm building them slowly.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just platinum we need, looks like.
Here you go. So yeah, find a space platinum deposit and we'll be okay.
Back down to 3 thrusters again. I guess I can put the Tachi back on. Wait, no, I can't, because I used it already.
Ooh, whoops.
Oh, whoopsie.
Oh, my space engine just crashed.
Wait a
And the
minute.
log
No.
says,
Wait a minute. Wait just one stinking minute.
planet voxels, that's why.
Why? Okay, so I've got a break in the conveyor network. Clearly. I just died flying through the air and I'm watching my body slowly and gently float to the ground.
Oh, pro tip. Make sure your Epstein drives are all off.
Ah!
Oh, that would do it.
Because even if you're sitting there and
Yeah.
they're not thrusting, they will
Ah.
kill you.
No, oh, that's right. I have to go all the way up the ship to find the way out of the ship.
There's an airlock down on the bottom.
It's
floor.
around here somewhere.
There's 2 on the engineering deck.
Ah, I found it. Nab says goodnight.
Right now.
Good night.
Right.
She says, sorry she wasn't on, but you all smell funny.
That's right.
That's exactly what she said.
That's exactly what I said. There
Oh, no, sorry. She said she smells funny and so she's going to take a shower.
That's right.
Can confirm she smells funny.
Okay.
I think when you're done, you have things.
Yeah, DE cut off pretty unexpectedly there. You think he's still
Yeah.
alive?
Probably not.
Tough to say.
All right. I have to find out where that network is broken. I don't want to do this. Oh man, this conveyor network.
Redundant systems.
I know. Okay, so it makes it to the bottom floor. It actually makes it to here. Okay, so where is the spot?
Check underneath or in between the refineries.
So
There's one good flaw in the conveyor network on that ship, and I bet you it's where it's kind of like wrapped around inside the center of the refineries.
well, the funny thing is, the welder on the left, welded up a Sirocco. The welder on the right is not. There are still thruster components in the inventory. I was able to access them from the reactor on the deck.
Is the welder full?
Yes.
That's probably why.
Why does it have so much silicon and magnesium? Why would that be in there?
just because something to do with the conveyor network fills the welder, and then once the welder is full, once there's no room left in it for it to be able to move components through, it stops welding. It happens in vanilla.
I don't understand. Well, I have 2 Siroccos.
Well, there you go.
I have now approximately 1/3 of the thrust that I had before.
Excellent.
I could take off from this rock. I could leave. But it's 10 o'clock. I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to leave. Also, I need to replace the forward Epsteins as well. Which means
Yes.
I'll probably be here for a while. But I mean, the neighbors are nice. The view is good. The Reaver is not really showing up over here for whatever reason. And
That's nice.
Safina looks like a giant crater. So, I mean, win? I
There you
think
go.
what I am going to do, I'm going to fly over to you in spectator cam and see what you've been up to. 500 some kilometers away from me.
You'll see.
Are you sure you want to see?
No, but I think the reaction I'm going to have will be worth watching on stream. People are always surprised when I say what time it is. It's like the all of the flamey things. Oh my word, final.
Progress.
You built more ship without welding anything.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put another Cookie Monster on the left side?
No, it's going to be asymmetrical. This is going to be a gun tower.
Cookie Monster is a gun tower.
I mean, Cookie Monster is a gun tower, generally speaking, yes. I mean, Cookie Monster is meant to be able to pick up half this base and then go.
What is this?
You see the section that's actually welded up?
Do you mean Cookie Monster?
No, the other section.
No.
There's a little bit at the opposite and the back.
Oh yeah. Look at that. I'm guessing that's all heavy armor.
Yep.
Of course.
Is brick.
That's all from the, I guess the crab ship is what we'll call it or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Klong did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that.
Where are your wild,
Only gonna
wacky,
take us
inflatable?
months to weld.
Where are your wild,
we took
wacky,
them-
inflatable welder arms?
We took them down. Concealment does a weird thing where when the grid is concealed, the welder arms go totally clang out and self-immolate on the grid.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's interesting when you first log in and all you hear is clang.
So, is that going to take the Logi rover to space, or are you going to just convert this one into a slightly smaller version of that?
It's actually meant to pick up the very first rover that we built, but it
Yeah.
occurs to me we probably could fit the Logi rover on that.
Oh yes, I had almost forgotten about the grinder
other
drill
rover.
that I made
Yeah.
on this thing.
Yeah. But the Logi rover has the Epsteins to be able to go. Whether or not they'll
Oh
get
my
to
gosh,
space.
I completely forgot we had done that. Does it have? I don't see. I think they took them off. I don't see the Epsteins anymore.
No, they're back. They're back here if you find me. Here we go.
Oh no,
Maybe
there they
you
are.
can
There they are. Yep. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
But why though? Oh wait, no, I remember why. It literally can't move under its own power unless it has those F
It
things.
cannot. Yeah. I had to raise the wheels up on this thing so that it wouldn't glitch out on the ground. That's how big and heavy it is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I think it's time for a nice stream end swooping shot. We'll just end a little early tonight because I think everybody's a little tired. So is the server.
I think the server needs a nap.
The server doesn't need a nap. I need a nap. My goodness.
It's true.
But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was fun. And Skoka Final Clonk. Thank you for watching and playing.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's always much more entertaining having you folks in voice chat than just streaming with like one other person. And then I also get to yell at Final, which is, that's always a rewarding experience.
It's a perk.
It's true. It's true. Yep. Well, I'll be able to yell at you folks tomorrow when we play Icarus and you start burning down the house again.
Oh, is that what we're doing tomorrow? Okay. Icarus, got it.
I think that's the plan.
We like Icarus. Icarus is fun.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're not doing Defy the Stars tomorrow because it's, unfortunately, Squirrel is like having a life or something and doing what he wants to do, which is like weird because I didn't know GMs did that. But no, he's at a con.
Wild.
He's at a con and he's taking care of stuff and he's having a good time. And so we'll be doing normal Saturday tomorrow with some Icarus, and it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, so tune in then at 10 a.m. And then on Sunday, you can watch these two fine Canadians, provided they get Skoka's new computer up and running in time.
Fingers crossed.
Doing exactly this, only with slightly more shields and slightly less success. I think
A
is
lot less success.
which is,
Yep.
I think, a good description of Paradiso the third.
Yes.
It
Little
is the
progress.
third now, right? That's the third, or is it the fourth? I can't remember.
Yes, the third
Parodies of the
iteration.
third.
Yes, it's Paradiso. It's in research of Paradiso because the second one was in search and it died very quickly. So now it's in research.
Ah,
of
okay.
Paradiso.
And when you finish researching Paradiso, which one of you is going to go upgrade complete?
That would be probably be me because Skoka's going to be too upset with me to be consoled because she's going to
Right.
be
I'll go
so focused.
start my own parody, so somewhere
Yeah,
else
exactly.
with
I see.
jetpacks.
I see.
Yeah, no jetpacks, no.
And I would try to pitch whatever Clonk's streaming, but he doesn't do that. He just he's a little bit of streamer MSG for this stream. He's there. People aren't sure about him, but it does taste better with him around.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And I'm probably not good for your health. Let's be real.
Oh man, we know he's not good for his own health. That's for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.